All right, so picture this. You're walking down the street, and suddenly everyone around you is basically wearing a pair of X-ray specs.
Yeah, not X-ray in the literal sense, but able to see right through you.
Well, maybe not see through you, but see all your deepest, darkest digital secrets.
More like see your name, where you live, maybe even your credit score just by glancing at you.
Okay, maybe not the credit score, but you get the idea, right?
Yeah, through facial recognition tech built right into their glasses.
We're talking about AI glasses that can identify anyone you look at and instantly pull up their personal information.
Straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? Except this is becoming less fiction and more, well, reality.
This is the deep dive, and today we're diving headfirst into the world of AI glasses.
We'll look at the tech behind it, the companies driving it, and of course the big ethical questions it raises.
And believe me, there are a lot of ethical questions swirling around this tech.
For this deep dive, we've got some fascinating sources to dig into.
Articles from Wired, the New York Times, some thought pieces from tech experts, and even some legal analysis on the privacy implications.
We're talking about a potential game changer here, folks.
One that could redefine how we interact with each other and the world around us.
It's a future where information is literally at our fingertips, or should I say the tip of our nose.
And where the line between convenience and creepiness gets seriously blurry.
So buckle up, folks, because things are about to get interesting.
Our first stop on this deep dive takes us straight to the top.
Mark Zuckerberg and his grand vision for, well, pretty much everything.
Yeah, Zuckerberg is all in on this idea. He's even gone so far as to say smart glasses are going to be bigger than the smartphone.
And his company, Meta, formerly Facebook, is pouring tons of resources into making that vision a reality.
They're not the only ones either. Apple, Google, a bunch of other tech giants are all racing to develop their own versions of AI glasses.
So it's not a question of if this tech is coming.
More like a question of when.
Exactly. And the tech itself is actually pretty amazing.
So how does this all work?
Well, the basic idea is that these glasses have tiny cameras and processors built right into them.
So they're constantly scanning the environment looking for face.
Exactly. And when they spot a face, they use sophisticated algorithms to match that face to a database.
So it's basically facial recognition on steroids, but on your face.
You could say that. And those databases, they can be massive, filled with information pulled from all sorts of places.
Social media profiles,
Online directories.
public records.
Pretty much anywhere your data is floating around online.
And we all know our data is pretty much everywhere online, whether we like it or not.
Right. And that's where things start to get tricky.
Because on the one hand, you've got this incredible potential for convenience and connection.
Imagine walking into a business meeting and instantly knowing everyone's name and job title.
Or say you're at a conference, and these glasses could pull up a person's bio and recent publications just by looking at them.
Talk about networking superpowers.
Yeah. But then, on the flip side, there's that whole Big Brother vibe that's hard to ignore.
Yeah, the idea that anyone wearing these glasses could potentially be gathering information about you without you even knowing.
And not just basic stuff like your name, but maybe where you live, where you work, what you like to do in your spare time.
That's right. And that's where privacy advocates are starting to sound the alarm.
Some legal experts are even arguing that this kind of indiscriminate facial recognition is a violation of our fundamental rights.
They say that just because our information is publicly available doesn't mean it's a fair game for anyone with a pair of smart glasses to access it.
And they make a good point. Just imagine, you're walking down the street and someone could be silently scanning you, accessing your personal information without your knowledge or consent.
Feels kind of creepy, right?
Totally.
Bro.